So what does GOAT actually mean? The greatest of all time, you sexual. Not only is
Now, I'm not gonna call you a LeBron sexual, even though you are, but you just need to understand. I mean, because you know the numbers, you've seen the numbers, you know the teams and the players he played against. See, guys like you. No, I'm sorry. That's disrespectful. Fans like you, because there are men and women like you, don't want to admit the fact that Michael Jordan actually played against some of the greatest teams of all time. But you don't want to admit that, because then you would have to admit that there's a lot of teams Mike played against that were better than the teams LeBron played against and struggled to beat, right? I mean, you would have to admit that, but you're not going to admit that. Because then that also you have to admit that you're wrong. So you take the other route and you try to disclaim everything he's done. The teams he beat were old, but he never beat the best Celtics. Whatever. So anyway, there's a reason why Mike went third in the 1984 NBA draft, and it was because teams wasn't sure that somebody that's not a power forward or center could lead the team to a championship. So they chose Hakeem Olajuwon number one and Sam Bowie number two. So Mike is the greatest of all time because he had more to prove. He had more to gain. And that was, I have to show the world, not just the NBA, but the world, I am the best. And you can win championships with me. Even though he didn't make it for 6 years, right? 84 to 91, 6, 7 years. But you got to understand, when the Bulls were at the top, when the Bulls were the best, who beat them? Nobody. Now, you can say 1995 Orlando Magic accept the fact that Mike wasn't basketball shape. He was baseball shape. And he was baseball shape and he was still killing, which makes him the GOAT off of that. But when he was basketball shape, what happened the next year? 72-10. That's what happened. And the championship. But you don't want to admit that, do you? Gee, I wonder why. And for those of you who don't know, who don't understand, LeBron is no longer in the GOAT conversation because what happened this year? Gone in the first round.